Good evening and welcome to the Daily Voice, presented by VNN, bringing you today's top 5 Canadian news stories on June 2nd, 2025. Let's get started. Ontario Premier Doug Ford says Canada won't be bullied by US tariffs. In response to Trump doubling steel and aluminum tariffs to 50%, Ford vowed to onshore every widget and slash dependence on American supply chains. At a press conference in Saskatoon, Ford recalled Canada's COVID-era struggles with US export bans and promised new aluminum can factories to support Molson, Pepsi, and more. "We're done paying 25% twice," he said. This comes as Canada exported over $7.6 billion in steel to the US last year. A horrifying act of violence in Boulder, Colorado, has left 8 people injured after a man with a homemade flamethrower attacked a pro-Israel rally shouting, "Free Palestine." The attacker, identified as Mohammed Sabri Soliman, is in custody, and the FBI has labeled the attack ideologically motivated. The rally, hosted by Run for Their Lives during the Jewish holiday of Shavuot, turned chaotic as flames erupted in the crowd. Security has since increased at Jewish sites across the US amid growing tension surrounding the Israel-Hamas conflict. India's chess prodigy Gukesh Dommaraju has made headlines worldwide after defeating former world champion Magnus Carlsen in classical play at Norway Chess. The 19-year-old turned the tables during a high-pressure endgame, prompting Carlsen to slam the table in frustration before storming out. Despite the tension, Carlsen shook hands with Gukesh, a moment that's gone viral. This symbolic win shows the rise of new talent challenging the world's elite in what many are calling the future of chess. Look up Canada. One of the most spectacular aurora displays in recent years is set to light up skies coast to coast. Thanks to a solar storm, the northern lights will be visible tonight from BC to Manitoba, and even as far south as Toronto and Montreal. NOAA says peak visibility will be between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. EDT. So if the skies are clear where you are, grab your cameras and get ready for a once-in-a-lifetime show. Prime Minister Mark Carney met with Canada's biggest oil and gas CEOs in Calgary to sell his energy superpower vision. He promised faster project reviews, deeper industry collaboration, and reaffirmed support for pipelines without naming them directly. The move comes as Alberta Premier Danielle Smith pushes for energy infrastructure to be part of Carney's national strategy. With Carney balancing economic growth and environmental targets, this meeting could mark a major shift in Canada's energy policy direction. That's all for today's top stories. Thank you for joining us on The Daily Voice, presented by VNN. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.